Bolt banning out-of-town drivers. So a driver contacted me and sent me the letter that he received from Bolt. He wants to stay anonymous, like, which is fair enough. The article's on DM News as well. So I'll put the letter up there. But technically what they're saying is, Bolt is saying for your 4th warning now, so you've warned him 3 more times, he is working where he's not licensed. So what Bolt said was, most of your jobs aren't where you're licensed, right? And he's got a 4th warning. Any more is going to lead to getting banned or suspended from Bolt. So with Bolt stopping cross-border hire or whatever. So I don't know if let me just rewind it quick. So councils can't stop it. It's within the law. But a company or an operator can. So that's why Uber is an operator, right? And Uber has separate regions, right? So as a Liverpool licensed driver myself, I can still work in Manchester, up the Lakes, Blackpool, down to Birmingham, West Midlands. We've got a massive region, right? Where Sheffield lads might only be able to work in around Sheffield, Leeds around Leeds, North Yorkshire, Newcastle around the North East. Do you know what I mean? We've all got our separate regions, right? Because that's what Uber wanted to do. Now, that's why a Wolverhampton Uber can't work in Sheffield or Leeds or London, because it's a separate region, right? But Bolt doesn't have a region. If you get licensed with a council, with Bolt, you can work anywhere in the UK, more or less, or at least England, right? So I spoke to this driver and said, what's going on? And he works in London on Bolt, on a Wolverhampton badge, right? And he lives in London, and he's actually getting his TfL license, but it takes time. So what he done was he went and got his Wolves license so he can work and earn money. But in the meantime, he's working to get his TfL license, and then once he gets that, he's not going to work Wolverhampton. That's his game. The only reason he's doing Wolverhampton is it was quicker, easier, cheaper than TfL, and he could still earn some money while he's waiting. But Bolt is not happy that he's mainly working in London on a Wolverhampton license. Now, with cross-border hire and out-of-town drivers and Wolverhampton, obviously so many licenses all over the country, kind of flooding the market. A lot of other councils are doing it as well, but Wolverhampton are leading the way. Now, this just proves that companies, if they wanted to, could stop it. Do you know what I mean? By the looks of Bolt saying that they're going to stop him, ban him from Bolt, if he doesn't carry on working back where he's licensed, as in mainly in Wolverhampton. What they said in the letter was like, if you get a job to London, we understand, but you've got to start working your way back or set your destination back home and get back to your licensed area. So the fact that he always takes his work in London, it's getting him in trouble. And I just thought, what an interesting subject to bring up on the YouTube and TikTok, eh? Do us a favour, guys. Let me know in the comments what's happening here. And do you reckon it's a good thing, a bad thing? Do you know what I mean? And what happens if Uber started doing it? Uber just come out and went, right, guys, stop working where you're not licensed and get back to where you're licensed. It'll kick up a storm, wouldn't it? In my opinion, I don't think it'll happen, because Uber is more prioritising the passengers getting picked up, aren't they, than more the drivers or what's happening with the drivers. As long as the passengers are getting picked up and dropped off, I think, the likes of Uber and stuff, I think that's all they're happy about. Doesn't matter what the driver's earning, what he's doing, where he works, where he's licensed, as long as the passengers are getting taken. But it looks like Bolt is maybe doing it, or maybe Bolt is doing it regarding London just because the TfL are breathing down the necks. Now, I don't know if you were, when Uber brought in the regions, right, I think it's because the TfL didn't want non-licensed Ubers in London. So if you're licensed out with, what, say, outskirts of London as an Uber, say Uber Brighton, you can't work in London region. Only TfL Ubers can. Do you know what I mean? So they stopped Uber working in the city centre, in London City, and I guess Bolt is maybe doing it. So maybe it's not a... Let me know in the comments, guys, with Bolt. I don't know much about Bolt, but maybe they're bringing it in because the TfL aren't happy that they're working in London, or are they doing it all over? So no, I've got a letter now saying that it's happened in London, Wolverhampton and London. But just say Bolt in Manchester. Has Bolt in Manchester ever threatened any drivers that aren't licensed from Manchester to get back to your own area, or haven't they? Or is it just a London thing, a TfL thing? It might just be a London TfL thing, think about it now. At the end of the video, it's just come to me. It might be just TFL kicking him out of London. It'll be interesting to see and find out what the comments say, eh? Do us a favour, guys. Go to drivermatty.com. Everything you need to know about Driver Matty is on drivermatty.com. And it helps me out and supports me massively. So go check out that website, please. drivermatty.com. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Follow me on TikTok. And let me know in the comments what you think of this news. Is it good? Is it bad? Should Uber be doing it? Should Uber be doing it? Should we be doing it in other cities? Or just London? Or what? Thanks, guys, for tuning in. See you soon.